guys, thanks so much for tuning in to We Live It, You'll Love It. I think you're going to love today's show. I'm talking to a brother and sister duo this week, a business team that takes your social marketing and brings it to not just the next level, but the level after that. I'm talking about the team behind Assisting You Social, Barbara and Jim.
It actually goes way back to when I was little, and I used to love watching the show Who's the Boss? And in that show, it was Angela, who was a strong female character, and she actually owned her own advertising firm. And I just thought, wow, look at her. She's strong, she's successful, she's an amazing woman. And that actually sparked my interest into advertising and marketing. It was really difficult when I started, to be honest, because social media marketing wasn't really a thing yet. It wasn't as big and well known as it is now. So really, I spent the first year or so trying to educate business owners as to how I could help them, what social media marketing actually was and why they needed it. So once I started getting over that hurdle where people understood, then it became a lot easier.
When we started the Barrie operations, we really modeled it after the success in Midland, and that was about connecting to the community. So joining community organizations, focusing on the businesses that are really the bread and butter of the community, because they're often ignored. Large advertising agencies typically want to focus on businesses that can spend thousands of dollars a month, but there are a whole range of mom and pop shops that need a digital presence but can't be spending that kind of money. So working with those types of businesses really ingrained us into both communities, but it was the model here in Midland that really set the template for that.
It was a really big challenge for me to get out there and connect. Luckily, I had had some connections with some business owners based on past work experience, and I was able to use those connections to get my foot in the door to talk to people in the area and get them to understand how I could help them. And I used different networking groups such as the Midland District Women's Association, the Builders Association, BNI. All of those networking groups were really important to getting my message out and building the relationships with other people in the community.
So we really view ourselves as marketing partners for the companies that we work with. There are a lot of agencies out there who will do an ad for you, or do a Facebook buy or whatever, and we don't like to limit ourselves like that. We sit down and we discuss with our clients what their goals are and really try to understand their brand, because we're going to be representing their brand online. We need to know it intimately. We help them make the decision of what platforms should they be on, how frequently should they be posting, what should be the tone of their message, because a baker in Midland has a much different audience than an accountant in Barrie, and there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. And unfortunately, especially if you use non-local agencies who have offshore workers or whatever, you're getting very much of a cookie-cutter approach. We don't ever want to treat our clients like we're a cookie-cutter operation. We we speak with their voice, and I think we're pretty good at it.
Whether it's holding an event like an open house, everybody's just wanting to support and be a part of it, sharing my story, sharing what we do with their friends and colleagues. Giving the referrals is really important. Most of what we do is referral based, so when we do a really great job for somebody in the community, they're really happy to share our information with their colleagues. So that support, being in Midland, has been huge. We're not a massive, thriving city like Toronto. We're a small town, but because of that, we're really close-knit, and we love to help each other. So community is major in Midland as far as those connections and how we like to be a part of one another's success. I've only been here about 16 years. I moved up because it was an amazing place to raise the kids. I was in a bigger area, and it wasn't ideal when you're raising a family. And I saw that there was a lot of opportunity up here, even though it's a small town and a small area. Because the community is so close-knit and so supportive, I knew that if I came up here, raised the kids in a safe area, then I'd have a lot of potential for business as well. So it was really a twofold decision to come up here.
It's beautiful. I'm a big fan of the entire southern Georgian Bay, North Simcoe area. Of course, having my sister live here, we're quite often up for holidays. I try to get to the Midland office as often as possible because, staring out at the bay, you really can't beat that. And it's just a wonderful place to work and live. So. We love being part of Simcoe County, and we're really grateful to be so involved with the North Simcoe economy and with so many amazing local businesses, and we can't wait to add even more local businesses and help them connect to customers.
It's really about the relationships. It's a different kind of people up here. They're so supportive and nourishing about what you do. Big cities are great for a lot of things, but the smaller areas, it just brings that level of connection that you're not going to get somewhere else.
Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video. Make sure you show Barbara that you learned something after watching this. If you want to learn more about Assisting You Social, you can check out their website, which is listed in the description. As always, I want to thank my sponsor, the Economic Development Corporation of North Simcoe. Thanks so much. Without them, this series wouldn't be possible. Go check out their website, edcns.ca. And I'll see you next week on a new episode of We Live It, You'll Love It.